Better from Switzerland when they needed to, Patrick, particularly at the start of the second half, to put down a marker.
Yeah, they started the second half quite really well, scoring quite really early and then controlled the game. I think the best team won the game. I think they were more into a control. I don't think they needed to force their talent to win that game, but finished top, stay in Vancouver. I think that is something positive for that game for them.
Absolutely, and they've got an extra 4 days to recover as well. What did you make of the Swiss second half performance?
Well, it's much, they kind of stepped it up a little bit, but at the same time, you have to look at Canada, who could have stayed in Vancouver had they won this game. I thought they made their substitutions too late. You could see the way they finished the game. I think they should have started with the same impetus, but they didn't. And in the end, they're already through. They're literally already through if they drew the game. You might as well have gone for it. So they should be disappointed. But again, the Swiss done just what they needed to do in the end.
Yeah, I mean, poor first half, but a much better second half. As Patrick says, Switzerland started very well in the second half, and they got their couple of goals up, didn't they? And they just kind of saw the game out them, and then they made the substitutions. They got better as the substitutions come on the pitch for Canada.
Absolutely, the goal for the Swiss right at the start of the second half. Then just to, if you like, shape the way that the second half was going to go. You were pleased that Vargas was playing in the first place, weren't you, Patrick? That he just adds a little something to this Swiss attack.
Yeah, I think he brings different quality, and he didn't have a really good first half because we were expecting him to do a little bit more. But obviously he had this chance. But what is really interesting is the run of
Manzambi.
And you need people inside the box. And as a winger, you always need to come on to close the far post. And he was there. His first touch was good. That allowed him to score the goal.
Manzambi has made such an impact. Goes back to our earlier conversation. It doesn't matter in the end because they've won the group, Duncan. But it's absolutely impossible to think they're going to leave him out now.
No, they're not going to leave him out now. He's scored 3 goals now. He's assisted as well.
Yes.
And even Vargas as well. They were 2 subs in the last game, and the 2 subs have come on that started in this game and scored the goals. And you know what? They long balls in the channels, I'll never catch on, will it?
No.
That's where all the goals
you
have
want
come
long balls in the channels and you want wide men on the touchline.
And that's what's happened. That's where all the goals have come from.
Yeah. I mean, the second goal is a beautiful thing if you're Swiss.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
But if you're not, if you're Canadian, it's about as ugly a goal as you could ever concede, isn't it?
Yeah, but you have to still think when you look at the keeper here, at this level, it's meant to be good, but again, you hit the target, across the keeper, you go in, but good movement, dunks down the line, and he's got in down the back of him.
And bowlers,
he's used his strength really well here.
He's used his strength there, hasn't he? Yeah.
But then here, the goalkeeper's got to do better than that. But again, you hit it across the keeper. He's not even hit it with the laces.
I think this World Cup, as long as you're hitting the target, because a lot of the goalkeepers are poor, aren't they?
Yeah.
And that was a prime example out there.
I mean, we have to expect as we get into the knockout stages, obviously that level will go up. But at this stage,
Yeah, of course, the level will go up. And we talk about the goalkeeper, but you will want to highlight as well the 2 central defenders.
Yes. Who both made a mistake, one after the other.
Who both make mistakes, and they need to be more aggressive, and they can't be done like that, especially at this level.
Yes.
What we've seen today is what we've come to expect from Switzerland, and which is what will get England play them in the quarterfinals of the Euros. Whoever beats them, assuming somebody does, will have to go all the way throughout the 90 minutes, quite possibly 120 minutes. They may not be the flashiest team on the planet.
Yeah,
they're hard to knock off their perch, aren't they?
Yeah, well, we didn't see the best of them in this game, but it will be difficult teams to play against because they are well organized, they are well disciplined. They are maybe a little bit lack of creativity, but when they came together, it's like a block of really solid block working well together, and then it's a really difficult team to beat. So they're always going to be into the game. And they will create these kind of chances that if Mbolo manage to score more goals, I think they will be a little bit more stronger as a team.
And if Canada can score the sort of goal that they did to get themselves back into it, they've got to go to LA now, in all probability, to play South Korea. But this is as good a goal as we've seen in the last few days.
But his run's very good, brilliant run. But it's the touch. The touch. That's brilliant, but you know what? This finish is so difficult. He's full stretch outside of the right foot.
I tell you what, Ian, I promise you'll not see a better finish.
Oh, it's a brilliant goal, fantastic.
Great run from Saliba, isn't it? Fabulous run from Saliba.
This touch here, the defender's not expecting that, but that there is, I'd probably have gone with my left foot to make sure that you smother the ball a bit, but he's full stretch. Outside of the right foot, people will say it's easy, but that's not easy.
That's a tough finish. And a ball down the line again, a long ball in behind, a whirling runner.
And then the last 15 minutes, they really gave it a go, Canada. Had a couple of near things. And then right at the end, one of those that we'd have liked our Duncan here to be on the end of. You would have liked this one coming in, wouldn't you, as well? And in the end, you see Johnson coming in at the back post.
Yeah.
Is it just a little bit, I don't know, is it a little bit too loopy from him?
Yeah.
Here it is. This is the chance here.
Yeah, it's lacking a bit of power, isn't it? The ball's a bit high, I suppose, in a way, and you can't generate that power because the cross is a bit floaty.
You want more pace on the cross?
Yeah, I think if he slipped it in, you know what I mean, you get a bit more pace, but maybe he could have done a bit better with it. He gets in a good position. I mean, he lacks a bit of power, doesn't he?
Yeah.
It'd be a difficult goal to score that one, to be fair. He'd have to really be perfect on that.
Well, that's the man there, Jesse Marsch. Let's hear from him right now then, reacting to that 2-1 defeat to the Swiss.
Jesse, I imagine that fight back is exactly what you want from your team, but in those moments of concentration, especially coming out at halftime, what do you hope that they learned?
Well, look, I know our team has heart, right? I know that we have a group that will give everything to every moment, and that is something to be so proud of. And just then managing little moments, right? Like even the start of the game, I thought we were a little bit tentative and not really aggressive and not sprinting enough and not aggressive enough. But we're going to focus on the positives. We're going to focus on the response. Again, good performances off the bench. The only thing I wish I would have done differently is I was thinking about going to 5 in the back to really lock things down at halftime. And when we come out like that, then obviously I wish I would have done that. I think I should have done that.
Schaffelberg was your last substitute to add some width and speed. Any consideration putting Alphonso Davies in?
Yeah, Alphonso will be ready. You know, we thought about Alphonso, but we were like trying to just manage him and not put him in a situation where we felt like he would be at danger. But he should be ready for the next match.
What have the last 10 days meant to you and this team? This is still history. You're going to the knockout round. But what has the response here in Vancouver and these crowds meant to this team?
Look, it's been awesome, and that's the disappointment, is we just want to continue the energy that's taken place here in Canada. And, you know, I've been through these World Cups and I've been through different big moments in my career, and I know that when you get one big win, like building on that is so important. And so, you know, I'm disappointed that we weren't able to get a win or a draw today to keep us here. I'm so thankful for the energy in the country and certainly in the stadium here today. But we're going to go to LA. We're going to go where it's probably going to be an away crowd and it'll be a little bit tougher, but we still want to electrify our country and play really well down there and go after it still. We're exactly where we want to be. We finished second in the group. We're in the knockout phase, and now let's go for it.
Thank you, Jesse.
Thank you.
Off to LA, probably on Sunday to play South Korea. Alphonso Davies is their best player. Hamstring injury in May. We haven't seen him yet. How do you interpret what he said? He said something along like we didn't want to put him in danger. And I'm thinking, what does that mean? Because it's 4 days away. He's got to play or not play.
It doesn't make sense that you've got an opportunity to play a game, win a game, and stay in your country where you're going to have the fan support. And then he's talking about how much he believes in this team and the heart of this team. He should have had that at the start of the game so they could stay here and have a better chance. I don't know, sometimes he sounds a bit performative to me. I don't want to be like nasty or anything, but it just sounds like he's saying the right thing for the sake of saying it.
And it doesn't sound about Alphonso Davies' hamstring. He's just not too sure, or am I misinterpreting what he's saying?
Yeah, well, you've got to be careful with hamstrings, you know what I mean? But he's on the bench. So if he's on the bench, you can put him on, can't you?
Well, would you not want to know? I mean, there's a huge game at the weekend. Would you want to, if he plays for 20 minutes here and he's not fit, well, at least you know then when it comes to the knockout stage, he is not fit.
But I think we all knew that they were going through, they were qualified already.
Yeah.
So I think if you want to really stay in Vancouver, you will approach the game in a different way. And for me, if Davies is fit, he has to play. He will play 15 minutes, he will play half an hour, but you will need to give him some games time for him to be ready for the next game.
He can't start on Sunday,
he can start. Obviously, he can start. If he didn't come on today, it will be difficult for him to start, or that will be a massive gamble on this side.
Absolutely. Okay, well.